Alright, this should be the first recording of the third episode of our community campaign, which is ranging from turns 30 to 35 as performed by Mr. Povolus. Now, at the end of where we left off the last video, the Chads of Gundabad were able to take Erebor and Dale, but were quite spread thin, like not enough butter on too much toast, kinda. And there was a very large Dale army on the way to completely destroy us. So let's see if Povolus was able to defend the glory of Gundabad, or if things are maybe going south quite fast. Alright, and we are seeing some very awesome things. I immediately just loaded in. This is just my my first reaction. I got elf bitches for sale. Okay, so Thranduil's Hall has fallen. Esgaroth has fallen. We bled for this. And that is true. I must admit, I am not entirely unspoiled. Povolus did send me a screenshot of the battle that took place at Esgaroth, which also cleared up, I presume that was the large Dalian army. I'll show that battle result on screen right now. So, he's also switched the names of Erebor and Dale. He's had some fun with the settlement names, which I quite like. But him taking Wilmendrome, that, I didn't know that. He absolutely tore down the place, which is absolutely awesome. Okay. What about Esgaroth? That is still very much intact. Okay. Erebor, Dale. This is really confusing for me to add commentary to. I'm quite impressed and quite surprised. We really don't have any troops remaining. We must have truly bluffed this. We got the 4 bold champions. We got the 4 snow oak raiders. We got the 4 goblin infantry. What? Did he do that on purpose? And then oh, this is the general stack. I see, with the sellswords and everything. The spoiler of Thranduil's Hall. I think he's just going to let that ride, because it's probably impossible to hold. He put the tax rate on very high. Yeah, even on low, it's only 20%, so there's no way he's keeping that. We got Witherboard, which was already reclaimed. Thorin's Halls as well. He's on the way to reclaim Rakyaberg with just a war unit. Oh no, he's actually trying to pass past it. Okay, that will be for the next player to kind of figure out. They could try and take Rakyaberg. I mean, Bjorning warriors are fairly easily run over. I'm not sure what else they've got. Chadsburg is firmly back in our control. We got Khazad-dûm North here. Mount Gondolin. Oh lord, that bitch realm of Angmar. Oh my lord. There are some people who played through the campaign without renaming a single settlement. There are those that rename a couple settlements. And then there are those, this is rebel territory, I'll have to check that in a moment, that absolutely go wild with the renaming of settlements. I'm actually going to toggle the Fog of War. It's kind of the perfect time to do so, because now it won't spoil anyone. There's a lot of rebel lands here. Huh, I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure Goblin Town would have already fallen into enemy hands, but it hasn't. Neither has Kamet Bryn, nor Nogfareklaw, though not for much longer. We're at turn 35. That is quite a slow Angmar, even in these lands as well, in Rhâdor. Neither Ar-Adûnâim nor Angmar really going at it. We'll take a look at diplomacy in a moment as well, just skim through the factions. I'm mostly looking at the map if I see anything unusual. Dorwinion is getting quite strong. They're getting quite big. But the battle for Lest will start soon. So if Rhûn and Dorwinion aren't at war yet, which they probably are, they will be soon. Yeah, they're already at war. Okay. They're not at war with Dale yet, which is interesting. Dale is still a relatively strong faction, though it seems they're gonna get tangled up with the men of Rhûn, so they might send a lot of troops there. The border with our lands is actually relatively undefended. Of course, the players won't know that, because they're not allowed to toggle the Fog of War. They can, so I can't really check it. I'm just going to trust them on their honor. But if they knew that Dale was this weak, they might, you know, feel confident in that. Or maybe they already are, seeing as all these places are defended by literally 4 guys. 12 in total. Yes, I can do maths. Yeah. If I was the player, I'd try to sell elf bitches for sale. Maybe to Rhûn, to try and get some good money from that. Then again, where are our diplomats? Where are our spies? Let's see, we got a spy in Bjorn's Woods. Oh, what the fuck? I missed that completely. Furry status purged. He took Bjorn's Hall as well. What an absolute mad lad. This is probably the craziest 5 turns so far. And I do say so far. Okay.
Can I help, my lord?
We got another diplomat here. Maybe he already tried to sell it to Emin Nufuin. Who knows? Got another spy at all the way down here who is moving to Isengard. And then we have Astrak who's chilling at Torfilin, another spy. Let's make sure we know of the location of all the armies. Okay, we got a very large army here. That was the one that sacked Bjorn's Halls, and he doesn't even try to hold it. He's just immediately moving over to Maethelberg, which is probably a good idea.
Get ready for
Oh, he's got... Wait, that's the same army. Okay, I thought it was 2 large armies. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Some reinforcements coming to Dale, Erebor, which is very much necessary. Let's check the diplomacy as well. So we are allied to Dol Guldur. I think that's new. Yeah, that's definitely new. And Angmar, and we're at war with, well, the Woodland Realm, which is new as well, I believe. And those factions, which kind of make sense. Erebor, yeah, they're at war with Rhûn. Interesting. Allied to all those factions. So it's very much kind of a quadruple or synctuple actually team up against us, which is a little bit scary. And we Vale, that what was the Goblins of Moria, okay. Alright, well that is a very impressive 5 turns. I must admit, I fully expected the guys to lose Erebor and Dale, or, you know, one of the other. Not take Esgaroth and fucking Thranduil's Halls, as well as Bjorn's Halls. The renaming is on point, I must admit. But yeah, I'm very impressed. I hope you guys are too. I mean, I expect you are. Don't think anyone could have done a better job than that. Alright, anyway, next up is Mad, so good luck to him, and I'll see you back on turn number 40. Alright, here we are once more, and last time I was very impressed with what Mr. Povulus was able to achieve, and then I sent the save file over to a person called Mad. So I'm not sure what to expect. I think we can expect a lot of things. But yeah, let's see if Mr. Mad was able to continue on Povulus's efforts. Goodness gracious, you guys are absolute lunatics. We've been able to hold on to Dale, Erebor, I hate that those are switched, we bled for this, or Esgaroth, and oh fuck, Doomstack, or Thranduil's Halls. And if I take a look on the minimap, I'm seeing some more white on the left side as well. What has happened here? Chadsburg, Chadstone. Okay, so we got Among Usburg, and Gundamad, which is Goblin Town. I'm seeing a rebel army here. I guess that's an army from Kamat Bryn. Maybe they'll attack. But that is incredibly impressive. We did lose Bjorn's Hall though in exchange, or furry status purged. Maybe they just revolted. No, that's actually in the hands of Dol Guldur. Oh, they probably sold it then to Dol Guldur, which is pretty damn smart. Now, I also got a message from Mad with a bit of accompanying information. So apparently there's an Erebor and Mirkwood Doomstag that have spawned. Oh yeah, there's the Doomstag of the Woodland Realm. And Erebor apparently has a Doomstag as well. Not sure where those guys are at. Mad was able to kill Grimbjorn, and apparently there's only one family member left for the Anduin Vale, so they might actually go down a little bit sooner than that. He was almost able to kill Legolas, but apparently the Doomstag was too annoying.
It will be an honor.
So there we go. And apparently also got some Men of the Hour, so some extra generals. I'm not seeing. I guess this guy, Muzzrat. Maybe in Dale. Maybe over here. That's a lot of generals there. Oh, and we got a full unit of Orc Avengers as well. That's actually kind of useful. Though I must say, if that Doomstack here goes for the Woodland Realm, or for Thranduil's Hall specifically, I'm not sure if they have enough firepower to keep them at bay. That is a very hard army to kill. But if they manage to kill that, then the road to killing the Elves of the Woodland Realm is wide open. Really easy there. But yeah, some great progress. All in all, I'm very surprised and impressed by the aggressiveness of all players so far. We've been able to achieve so much in just 40 turns. Dane's Halls is still not taken. Nobody cares about that place. Even the rebels are like, whatever. We got Nargothrond 2.0. That's a new name as well. Anything being trained, or are we building stuff? I haven't really taken too much of a look at the settlement, but it seems we're not really building a whole lot. We're training in Nargothrond, just some shoddy units. We're building in Chadstone. Carpenter's Hut. Okay, that will be kind of useful, I guess. Witherboard is getting some roads. That's very useful. Oh fuck, Doomstack is repairing the walls, as well as building a Carpenter's Hut. Among Usburg is getting a Shrine of Melkor to get the culture influence going. And Gundamad is getting building ground, and I imagine some orcs. They're retraining the mountain orc hunters. Because now that we have Goblin Town, we can actually train a whole lot of regular goblins, if I'm not mistaken. Do we need a specific building for that? Torture Chamber? I can't remember, but I do know that the Orcs of Gundabad can kind of subdue other orcish nations. Anyway, next up is Tatu, so let's see if he can try to fend off these Doomstacks, which he will no doubt have to do. Good luck. Alright, let's see if Tatu was able to continue on the efforts made by Povulus and Mad. He did message me saying he was quite, well, mad with the save file he received because it was not an easy fight coming up. But if we take a look at the save file, it's called I Sorta Survived, so I've got very high hopes for this one. Alright, let's take a peek. I'm seeing some interesting things. So, Dale was retaken, and with Dale I mean Erebor, by Dale, which is a little bit odd. The dwarves don't really care too much. But there is a pretty decent Gundabad army already doing a counter-attack. Escaroth is still in our hands. So is Oh Fuck Doomstack, which is quite a surprise. I really thought that one was going to get sold off. It seems that Doomstack, or part of the Doomstack, is still lurking about. But Dorwinion has joined the fray, so that's quite good. I can't get over Thorin's halls. It seems Tatu is keen on actually taking Whack-a-Blue Dane's halls, and that is very much possible, seeing as the rebel army is doing, well, nothing there. More reinforcements are on the way, which is good. Still got Gundamad, we got Among Us Berg still. Nothing has really changed there. So this was very much a transitional set of turns, as nothing really too intense has happened. Yeah, we lost Dale, but that's... I think that was the Dale Doom. Oh, it's actually Bjarn. Interesting. Conqueror of Erebor. Huh. Well, he'll certainly go down. Has anything changed in terms of diplomacy? I don't think so, no. It seems to be just the same there. Alright, so next up is Mr. Nils. He's got quite a lot to work with. Nice army with Ishgaz, decent army here with King Hazorg as well, and, well, Goblin Town should start spewing out new units. Yes, it already is. As we can now train a lot of Goblin units. They're not the best, but they do something. So maybe, just maybe, Bjorn's Halls is in the hands of Dorwinion. So the Anduin Vale is actually... I don't think they have too many settlements left. I think they got about... because Roskabel will probably fall. That's what the spy is seeing. I think they only have like 3 settlements. That will be interesting to see what they do. Alright, very nice. Alright, let's see what the next player has in store for us. The turns were in the hands of Mr. Nils, so he hasn't really told me anything. All I know is that, based on a screenshot he sent me, I think he did a battle at Dane's Halls. But that's all I know, so let's jump in. He did call the save file We Are Chilling, so I have very high expectations. Alright, first thing I noticed that he only played up to turn 49, even though my instructions did say turn 50, but hey, that means Phoenix will be able to play 1 turn longer. There we have Dane's Halls. Okay, was that accent always there? That's new to me. But he has been able to take it. Very, very good. Not a... well, it's actually a decent wealthy settlement. 1,000 income with nothing, really. Just a hunting hut and some roads. That fucking Doomstack. Okay. Did the Elven Doomstack break itself on the walls of... whatever the hell this place was called originally? Chadsburg? No, this is Chadsburg. Reykjaberg? I can't remember. Mongersburg, Gundamad. Nothing has changed on the front with the Anduin Vale, it seems. Although, were the middle Vales always in the hands of Dorwinion? I'm not sure about that. We bled for this. What Doomstack? Question mark. That Doomstack? I think something special happened here, but... oh, Lord. No. Okay. I'm not taking a look at that. But besides that, so we've taken Dane's Halls. I think the Elven Doomstack is gone. I can't see them anywhere. I could move the spies if I wanted to, but I guess I won't do it. Dale and Erebor are sending over more forces, and, well, we still have a few of those generals, but it feels like we lost a large chunk of them as well. Unless the army is somewhere else, we basically have no real army. The biggest army is this army, which is quite pathetic. I got one here, on the way, some reinforcements. But I think that's honestly our main concern. Our treasury is looking incredibly good, probably because we have no expenses on troops. We do have a lot of settlements. Let's see, we got 15 regions controlled, which is quite good. We need to hold 40 regions, including Novgorod. What? Is that the... oh, that's the name of Gundabad, okay. We need to eliminate the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, Erebor, and Ar-Adûnâim. Okay, so we don't even need to destroy Dale, we just really need to destroy all the dwarven factions. Alright. So we're doing alright in that regard. I mean, we're only 49 turns in. In terms of diplomacy, nothing has really changed all that much. So yeah, and next up is Mr. Frozen Phoenix, and he earned himself the right to play on the save file by making this awesome drawing of a Balrog, which I will show on the screen right now, so that is very, very cool. Alright, good luck to you, Mr. Phoenix. Alright, I just got the file back from Frozen Phoenix, and if all goes well, this should be the final couple turns for the third episode. So I'm very, very curious if we can also end the third episode on a banger, on a very good note. The save file is still called We Are Chillin', so I'm just gonna assume that we are indeed chillin'. Let's check it out. Alright, the first thing I immediately see is that Among Usburg is under siege by a relatively small Anduin Vale army. What have we got here? 86 Snow Oak Raiders. That's gonna be that's gonna be hard to fight. Okay, we have an army under the command of Muzel, a pretty decent army. We've got some Mountain Oak Hunters, some Wargs, some Bulk Champions, who are very much our best unit. Moving on towards Thorfinn. Oh, and there's King Legolas. So Thranduil's already dead. That's good. We like that. That's a good note. And I don't think the elves have too many settlements left. If their Doomstack already spawned, I assumed that Eminufuin and Thorfinn are the last two settlements. I guess we can actually talk a fog of war, why not? Why not? Yes, they are indeed the last two settlements, I still love this name, of the Woodland Realms. So they're actually going to be... Oh no, actually they got 3 settlements, never mind. But I think Dol Guldur might try to go for one of them, we'll see. But they might very well be the first faction to fall, which is quite interesting. If we go over to Marzel's 6th dungeon, I still can't get over that name, in Erebor. Frozen Phoenix told me he defended Erebor and Marzel's 6th dungeon once each, so there have been some battles there, but I see more and more armies piling on in, and I think we're starting to get punished for our quite aggressive play. We're only 55 turns in, and we have a decent chunk of territory, 15 settlements, and I think we're now being punished quite hard, because that's not a Dalian Doomstack. They still have plenty of settlements. That is just the Dalian army.
I have nothing.
I see lots of dwarves, I see lots of mercenaries. It's actually kind of funny army. Whilst our defenses are very much non-existent. Well, we do have King Hazolk, who's definitely not Azolk. He's Azolk. That makes no sense. Can't really train any units. He's training some Orc Avengers. That would be quite useful if they assemble. If I was them, I'd probably move these Orc Avengers out of Esgaroth towards either, well, Erebor or Marzel's 6th dungeon. Maybe these Orc Raiders as well. But there are really no other reserves. Captain Shagrat's on the way, but he'll be way too late. Anything else that is worth taking a look at? Don't think so. Imladris is under siege by the goblins, which is quite useful. There are our allies in Angmar. I'm still really happy that we took Litash, which is now the bitch realm of Bangmar, because that's bringing in so much money. Like, that's actually, I think, our 2nd wealthiest settlement. Dane's Hall's pretty wealthy as well. Marzel's 6th dungeon, but I think, yeah, this is the 3rd richest settlement, which is quite impressive. Frozen Phoenix also gave me some other pointers, trying to just recap what happened during his turns. So the Blue Wizards turned on Khand and apparently killed their faction leader, so Khan Arkish is gone, because they took Sir Lutza Khand, which is quite interesting. The ring is located in Dol Amroth. You got a message for that, so if any future player wants to try and claim the ring, good luck. They could possibly gather an army of goblins and try to march to Dol Amroth, but that might be a little bit difficult. And I also mentioned that he was about to take Thorfinn with this army, which shouldn't be a problem. And killing Legolas, yeah, that's always good. I think we've already killed Gimli, right? And then killing Legolas, yeah, we're getting rid of the Fellowship one step at a time. I think that's a good goal to have. Right, I think that's all I can say about where we're at right now. So this is the end of episode number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I am actually still quite impressed with how far we've gotten. And I'm also maybe even more impressed that no one has really thrown the game yet. We haven't really done anything too stupid. I wouldn't have expanded as much as rapidly, but I think that's also kind of the case of you only have the save for 5 turns, so everyone wants to kind of put their stamp on their 5 turns, so I think that kind of, you know, makes people a little more aggressive than they would normally be, which I'm all for it. But we haven't seen anything, haven't seen any griefs or anything like that, so I'm still quite impressed. So next up, but that will be for the next episode, is Haze of the Reach, who is a fellow YouTuber and DAC celebrity, which is quite an easy thing to become, I must admit. So wish him luck, because he's gonna damn need it. Alright, hope to catch you all soon.